Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 22 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they've climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Throwing Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 26. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Now a play fake here on first down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. To throw is Fields. And this one is incomplete.
We saw these defenders fight to the football in the ring last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half. I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On third down, here's Harris. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
But they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Jones completes it to Aguilar. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. And Folk's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. And he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chicago offense set to get started. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back to throw, Fields. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this throw will be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback here. Right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Jones now on 3rd down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return is Pettis. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense and Justin Fields getting set for their next possession. He's coming off his 2nd interception of the game already. And remember, he was bit by the interception bug last week. He threw 2 there as well. So things trending poorly right now as he starts again here, 1st and 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
On play action, Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jones. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Folks, kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Pettis now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bears at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. He's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. This one to Bourne out on the left side. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, and his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nelson Agholor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Take it in at the 3. So we've reached... Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Pettis now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing him out at quarterback. Yeah, he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
2nd and 10. Fields again. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A play fake, now Fields to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Whoever the dime looked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing on third down, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A good pickup there, a 22.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and goal, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Third and goal, he's sacked, and multiple players went through the line to get him.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Santos' kick is up and through, and that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Jones throw pulled in by Aguilar. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Play action. It's Fields. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. After the sack on first down, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on third down.
A full left side taken in by Kmet. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Fields now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Fields scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. throwing, Jones. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now,
back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Fields out to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a bodybuilder's guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across it.
Touchdown Bears! Cole Kmet, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken a 4th quarter lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. New England's offense set to go.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Roquan Smith buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
This will be fielded at the 17.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go.
Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now again, running right is Montgomery. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Montgomery on the counter. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Fields on the sneak, and he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And they will take a knee here. Looks like he'll throw here. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. It's a no-run here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. 9th play of the drive coming up. And certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Here's Fields.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So now Jones and the Patriots down by 9, 70 seconds remaining. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. Here's Jones.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Jones.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Now Fields. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Back to throw. Fields.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that...
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
The return is Jones from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. New England trying to get a place on offense.
They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try to prepare going forward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
To throw is Jones.
Complete. It's Henry. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.